Get ready for an episode filled with travel tales, musical knowledge, and another round of employee picks with our best girl, Liz.
This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we are joined by our lovely friend Alyssa, who not only keeps us grounded because we're a little loco ourselves, but is a musical lover. So we knew this week having her on for Rent was going to be great. So this episode is going to be fun and games all about musicals. So are you ready, Alyssa?
I am. Thank you.
Welcome for being on the show.
Hello.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I just realized that I had the Q&A stuff too. So Jackie has on here all of our various trips that we've gone on. So fun fact about Alyssa, Jackie actually met Alyssa as a work friend that evolved into kindred spirit. And
Yeah.
Jackie can attest that I'm not an easy one to win over. And Jackie had her 40th birthday and we all went to Disney. She's like, okay, I think I could pair Danielle with Alyssa and Alyssa might live. And I don't know how much it surprised you, Jackie, how like much I took on to Alyssa, but I did.
It
Yeah.
must have been because I put you in the same bed together.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it really did it because even if she wasn't in my bed, I felt like we would have bonded at like Disney,
Yeah.
but I was very thankful to have her in my bed.
Yes.
No sexual innuendos. Maybe. I don't know.
I felt that in a very wholesome vibe.
Thank you.
And then since then, we've been best buds ever since, and we've taken vacations together. Danielle and Alyssa have taken solo vacations together. And now it's just us little three amigos.
Yeah. Danielle see me run through New Orleans for fried chicken. This is my shining moment, I think.
It was scary. As every Black person knows, if they're shooting, you run and you don't ask questions. Apparently, drunk Alyssa didn't get that memo.
I was
And
I needed fried chicken.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I've done the most that I can. It's in the Lord's hands now. I went back to the room. I think Jackie yelled at me, like, how did you leave Alyssa? I was like, I ain't getting shut up because she's not listening to me. I'm sorry.
I was not hurt at all by that. I was just like, this is a solo chicken mission. I will return in one piece plus
I, I
two.
did I did my job. I dragged her ass back to the hotel when they were shooting, and she got there safely.
Did
Her
we
wanted to go back
confirm that
out.
there was shooting though?
There was shooting. I know what shots sound like. And we weren't the only ones running.
That's true. That's true. I choose to live in ignorance, honestly, especially when fried chicken's involved.
It wasn't even that great, that fried chicken.
I love it though. I have to have it every time I'm there. Brothers fried chicken. Everyone go.
It was okay.
And we all went to Chicago along with our friend Bria. And I was the one dragging Danielle around the city because she was trying to go toe to
We've
toe in
all
Edible.
heard this story already. We did a whole episode. We don't need to go back. I just, thought I was doing the calculations of weight and height, and I thought two edibles made sense more than one. Just didn't realize that my metabolism should have been included in that.
Your
But
calculations were incorrect.
they were. But besides, like our fun travels, Alyssa, one fun fact about you is that you're an amazing singer.
You
Thank you.
are.
So tell us like how you got into musicals, why you love them so.
I mean, I got into musicals probably early middle school. I was living in New Jersey at the time, and I was in the sixth grade. I very distinctly remember this, and I did my first musical, Fiddler on the Roof. I was just like a little ensemble member, And then the like 8th grade graduations that they throw in middle schools,
Yeah.
The 8th grade year that I was in 6th grade, a couple of the girls sang for Good from Wicked. And it was like revolutionary to me. I was like changed for good. And it just, ever since then, I love musicals. I love going to them. I love listening to them. I think Wicked in particular, I didn't get to see it until I was a grown up, but I had just grown up with the music of it. And it's just, there's just so much good about it. It's emotion and visual and the work and talent and discipline it takes for those musicians and actors to sing and act and do all of that at the same time is just super cool to me. So I don't know. Just love
Yeah.
it. I could rant for days.
And
Well,
Liz and I did go see Wicked together,
Mhm.
along with Ken and Ken's sister Valerie and my sister Heather. There was a lot of crying from the Alyssa Ken end of the aisle.
I was just gonna say,
Jackie puts me with Ken for every movie she thinks we're going to cry on, which is most of them. So it's not our faults because I feel like we kind of like egg each other's crying energy on. And it was full just anime tears the whole time for both of us.
I really do want to take Jackie to a cardiologist because the lack of tears for,
Cold-hearted.
yeah, crazy.
She like teared up, I feel like.
I did. At the end of I got goosebumps multiple times. And then at the end with Defying Gravity, I got teary-eyed, but they never fell. I had Alyssa and Ken sobbing, and then Valerie teary-eyed, me teary-eyed, and then my sister sobbing. So we were surrounded.
Yeah.
Well, Jackie has a game,
I do.
Alyssa, for you.
Oh, okay.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So I have found some movies that are musicals within our time frame. Some are animated, some are not. And it is a complete the song lyric challenge.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to fail all of these.
I don't think you will. I felt like it was fair.
Are you going to sing them to me or are you just going to speak them?
I was going to speak them, but if you would like me to try to sing them.
I left my popcorn downstairs.
Man, I got to break out the Patti LuPone for the first one. Okay.
That's a that's a reach if I've ever heard one, Jackie.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise.
To you?
Oh no!
I don't know.
But hold on. I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Or something
Danielle
like that.
got it.
Yay!
Woo!
Oh
Do you
my
know
God.
what movie?
Avita.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. You sounded beautiful. I'm so sorry.
It's only gonna get better.
Yeah, you got it. You got this.
Okay. This one Danielle will not know because she's never seen this movie.
Bless my soul. Hurt was on a roll. Yeah.
Oh. I don't know the words though. What
I
a
may not have
strong
seen the musical, but I know the music.
It's Hercules.
It is Hercules. Person of the week in every Greek opinion poll.
Oh, I don't know why I thought I would get that one.
We have watched that. We have had a company watch party for Hercules.
Yes, I've seen it at least 5 times with you, but that's a mouthful.
Oh, I got this next one, Jackie.
Okay, go ahead, sing it. Hit it.
He met Marmalade down in old Moulin Rouge, strutting her stuff on the street. She said, "Hello, hey Joe, wanna give it a go?" Oh,
Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, da, da. That one?
Yeah.
Gitchy, ya, ya, yeah. That's such a fun movie, too. Have you guys done that on the podcast yet?
Not yet.
We will put your name down.
Yes, that would be such a fun one.
That will be another one where Jackie will be singing a lot. And that, of course, is Lady Marmalade from Moulin Rouge. Our
Great
next
movie.
one is He Had It Coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
If you'd have seen him, if you'd have been there, tell me you would have done the same. Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I bet you would have
I
done
bet
the
you.
same.
Great one. I just saw that musical for the first time on Broadway, I think like 2 years ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I
Nice.
haven't seen
never
that one
seen
still.
I've never seen the movie though.
Really?
It's actually really good.
It's really good. Yeah.
It's amazing. I'll have to check it out.
Okay, our next one. A tiger in a cage can never see the sun. That was not on
I know
tune.
it. Oh, that's Tiger in a cage. Never see this diva needs her stage. Baby, let's have fun. You are that's from this movie.
It is.
I was like Jungle Book. I don't know.
And I know for a fact you've seen this movie, Danielle.
Hey, we can't,
It's fine.
I don't know what this one is. I think I do, but I'm not sure.
Okay. You want me to
So,
sing it?
yeah.
Stop right now. Thank you very much.
Oh.
I need somebody with a human touch. Hey,
Hey, you.
always on the run. Gotta slow down, baby. Gotta have some fun. That
Woohoo!
was a very frequented movie in the Ballesteros household. We used to like watch it and then perform it at the same time because I have a billion siblings, so we would each get to be a Spice Girl. I was always Sporty Spice by force, but yeah, great movie.
If you didn't have to be Sporty Spice, who would you have chosen?
I feel like I really wanted to be scary, and it was before I like really embraced my big hair, which I don't have right now. But I was like, I just love her style.
Yeah.
It was so great. Did you all have Spice Girls that you
Yeah,
wanted?
we talked about this on our episode, but
I
like
remember.
obviously people are always like, you could be Scary Spice, but I was like, yeah, I like her, but she's not my fave.
It's a cop out.
Danielle's
Yeah,
a baby.
I'm a baby Spice girl. I'm just a baby.
I was the Scary Spice.
Really?
Yes.
You did that episode with Timmy, right? I feel like I remember
Yeah.
about your designated inner Spice Girl, your inner.
Well, since we're talking about musicals and you guys brought up Wicked, one thing that's been brewing on the internet, like when I tell you the response that I had to this woman's video was so like I felt my blood boiling, which eventually like I was trying to type this random stranger. I was trying to type like a whole long response and then it just wouldn't work. I was like, you know what? This is the universe telling me, leave this alone. Because what are you doing right now? And so the video that she had was she's like, I'm so upset. I went to go see Wicked and everybody talking about like that you can't sing during the movie and it's just like so ridiculous and blah blah blah. And she just said it was ridiculous and why in the Avengers movie, and maybe this was the part that like really got me going. She's like, in the Avengers movie, they even paused for applause and people cheering and stuff. So why is that any different than people singing the musical? I know it's hypocritical of me to have a stance on this at all, knowing how much I talk during movies. So I'll get
Very
into
fair.
what my stance is. But the question is, do you think it's rude to sing during a musical movie? Who would like
Yes.
to answer first? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hard yes. Because first of all, as a person who grew up listening to the Wicked soundtrack, how do you know what Cynthia and Ari are gonna sing? Like you
Right.
know the words, but you don't know the melody, so you're gonna ruin it for everyone else, first of all, because you can't like follow along to the melody that they're singing. And they have sing-along movie times that you can go to if that's your vibe, or like rent out a theater and do it with your friends, but don't be a butthead and sing. I don't know, like then no one can hear. I feel very passionately about this.
Jackie?
I agree. And Heather, try as she may not to sing during the movie. She started and she was like whisper singing, but there were a couple of times she got shushed by me while we were watching it. But she
I
just
did a
needed
little bit too.
reminders. Like, it's just the passion takes over sometimes.
Yes, when I went to see The Little Mermaid, was it with Rena? Yes, she did have to be like, bitch. I was like, sorry. Because I would say The Little Mermaid was different because those Disney movies that as kids, we're watching them on the tape over and over
Mhm.
again. There's something in our brain about that.
Yeah.
So I did have to like really work hard to like keep my mouth shut because I'm that movie I didn't experience one as an adult, like
Hmm.
the cartoon, and two, where I wasn't allowed to sing.
Yeah.
So that, yes, gave me troubles. But nothing would piss me off more. I feel like ever since COVID happened, movie etiquette has gone out the window. Yes, I do talk door movies, but normally when I'm home. Like
Hmm.
if I'm in a theater and it's packed and like I really try to be considerate that other people pay for their ticket. So
Yeah.
like that when that lady said that as if she had the right to do it pissed me off to no end because like Alyssa said, some people can't sing for shit. I didn't pay and also how much it costs to go to a movie
Yeah.
nowadays. I don't have the opportunity to waste to go back to see it multiple times in the theater.
Yeah.
I will fight you in the theater.
And you only get one time to experience it for the
But
first
there
time.
were,
Right.
people applauded for like some
Hmm.
of the big numbers when we went to see it. And I was like, that's fine. Like you're
Yeah.
not completely disrupting the experience, but to sing through a whole song, mm-mm.
That's crazy. And you know what? Here's some tips. Bop along. Bop along. Ain't nobody mad at a bop. Okay? Move your body. Bop along. Don't stand up now
Mm-mm.
because I'll knock you out. Like, don't do that.
So
But bop
the other
along.
thing too was you saw the Taylor Swift, Jackie, you saw the
Hmm.
Taylor Swift one. And was that one that everyone sang along where it was like a concert movie?
People were singing, but it was like, it was encouraged. Like, it wasn't like, hey, people are enjoying this. And it wasn't like by that time, most of us had already seen the live stream. So we knew what was going to happen anyway. It was just kind of like a party,
Yeah.
essentially. So, but even when we sang, it wasn't like super loud or anything. We were doing the bop and then like quietly to ourselves.
Yeah, I think concert movies are a little bit different because it is a concert. So
Yeah.
but I do think people are rude at concerts as well.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to see Mariah Carey, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like I came to hear Mariah because I came for that voice,
Yeah.
right?
Even at the Taylor Swift concert, luckily we didn't have any like around us, but Anthony was warned by Madison, the two other people I went with, that there was no what she referred to as seagull singing, which is just like the scream squawk singing. That's you're not even on beat. You're not trying to be have any musicality whatsoever. You're just trying to be fucking loud. And she's
Mm.
like, there will be none of that, or we're leaving your ass.
Yeah. I just think that there is a balance between having fun
Mhm.
and being respectful. Like, I just think people are becoming so self-centered and lack
Mhm.
of self-awareness that they are ruining experiences for other people. Like at concerts, I'm getting old. I'm not trying to stand through a whole concert anymore. So if I go to a concert with seats, nothing infuriates me more than people in the front have standing up and then everyone has to stand up now
Yep.
because they can't see shit. That pisses me off.
My
If there's
goal is to
seats.
be
That
the
bitch.
like front row of an aisle or a section so that I can sit and not have obstructed view.
Right. If you want to stand, there are usually there's like a pit or something because a
Yeah.
lot of the places I go that they usually have like it ascends higher so you can still see. But yeah, that make me want to fight a bitch. Nothing infuriates me more. But I digress. What's next, Jackie? What do we got?
So now that you've been on the podcast, you get to be an honorary Blockbuster employee and suggest 3 movies from our time frame, 95 to 2005, that you would suggest to our listeners.
Honestly, Rent's pretty high up there. I know we're doing it, but Rent is Emperor's No Groove in our time frame.
Mhm.
It is.
Emperor's New Groove. Oh, this is tough. Number 3 in our time frame. I know this is a hot take, but I loved Crossroads.
Nothing
We
wrong
loved it
with
too.
Crossroads.
It's a nostalgia one for me. It was like when I was a kid, we would go on these crazy road trips in like this big block van, and my mom got a cigarette lighter converter and had this like cube TV that she would travel with us, and we put VHSs in hour after hour, and Crossroads was on that rotation a lot.
Love it.
Well, if you guys have any opinions on talking, singing, dancing, standing, concerts, or musicals, let us know. Hit us up at No More Late Fees on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Threads, and Blue Sky. We're still on Twitter, but we're slowly moving away from Twitter. So please
We're
make sure you
Homer
follow us
Simpsoning that bitch.
right into the bushes. And we will be taking the week off to enjoy the holidays with our family. So make sure you stay tuned for our year in review episode at the end of the month. And if you're missing us, go back and re-listen to some of our old episodes.
Highly recommend The Mummy from season 1, 13 Ghosts. I think that was season 1 as well.
Independence Day.
Independence Day was unhinged. If you want really unhinged, the episode with Danielle and I, we talk about lot lizards. We have a whole backstory. It's fantastic.
I very much enjoyed our Pokemon episode we just did not so
Yes.
long ago because bitches didn't know shit. Well, Jackie did. I didn't.
Our pal Brian had some corrections that I still need him to call in and record so we can.
He didn't correct shit for me because I don't know nothing. And I went in there saying, I don't know nothing.
He was answering some of your questions as well.
Oh, I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Brian, call in so that you can be featured and set us straight on the Pokemon path. And he will probably end up being our guest for Pokemon 2000. Him or Laura. She loves Pokemon too.
God, it'll be a long time before any Pokemon movies come up again. I'll tell you that.
And have a very happy holiday. Be kind and rewind.